Hey everyone, welcome, welcome. As you guys get on, let me know where you're tuning in from. Hey Nikki, thank you. Hey Nicole, Vegas. But it's a lot warmer there. Yeah, you guys go ahead and invite your followers. You're going to want to share this on Facebook. You're going to want to share this on Twitter. You're going to want to share this with your teams. I did a team call about part of this information earlier today. Hey Texas, hey California. And I'm going to give just about a minute more, and then we're going to go ahead and get started on this Periscope. We are going to be talking about, hey Team Hawaii. Oh, Traverse City, Flint, you guys are close to me. Hey Melissa. We are going to be talking about 10 toxic behaviors to leave behind in 2015, and this is so important as you guys are gearing up and just planning for your teams in 2016. What are you going to expect? What are you going to what's the standard you're going to set for them? Hey Texas. Hey Bay City. You guys probably have about the same amount of snow as we do. Hey Maria, thanks for inviting your followers. Okay, so for you guys who are brand new to Periscope, if you tap on the screen, you can give me hearts. Let me know that you are getting value out of what I'm saying. And you can also do that during the replay. You can also touch the screen and give hearts during the replay. So you guys can just go ahead and give me tons of hearts because you love me. And it's my birthday. So on my birthday, I get extra hearts, right? So I want each of you to give me like 10,000 hearts during this Periscope. Okay, so anyway, let's go ahead and get this started. Hey, Andrea, I'm so glad you could get on. First Periscope, that's awesome. So yes, working my business on my birthday because that's what I do. I'm an entrepreneur, so I work my business at all times, right? Thank you guys for the happy birthdays. You guys have been spoiled me rotten with messages and texts and calls and videos today. So, okay, so I'm actually going to be reading an article to you that I found I got a lot of value out of. And so it's called 10 Toxic Behaviors to Leave Behind in 2015. And this is by Steve Toback, who actually, he's an entrepreneur and he actually runs entrepreneur.com. So anyway, you guys can actually find him online. But I'm not going to be looking at the screen, which means I'm not going to be answering your questions right now for a few minutes while I read you this article. And we're going to go over 10 toxic behaviors to leave behind in 2015. So write this down because there's a lot of really, really good information here. And a lot of this really hit home. Okay, so before you turn the page on another year, I want you to try something. No, it's not some dumb New Year's resolution or anything like that. I just want you to stop and think about all the time and money you waste on stuff that does you absolutely no good whatsoever. If you're honest with yourself, you'll be amazed at how much you do in the name of instant gratification that serves no real purpose except to distract you from doing what really matters. Advancing your career, growing your business, and enjoying life with family and friends. Why is that toxic behavior? Because if you spend your life screwing around, you'll wake up one day and realize you've gone nowhere because you made a lot of bad choices. And that's a bitter pill to swallow. I can tell you that. All you've really got to do is quit doing self-destructive things. What could be easier? In case you're not clear on what I mean by toxic behavior, here are a few suggestions. Okay, so these are your 10 things. The first thing is the gig mindset, okay? Everyone has a gazillion little jobs these days. Everyone's an entrepreneur, an investor, an enthusiast, and into a cause or two. Everyone's a CEO of one with all sorts of gigs. That will get you nowhere. Figure out what you love, what you're good at, and focus on just being better at that than anyone else. Don't stop until you find that one thing. Okay, so for all of you in this business, stop doing more than one business. You cannot get to the top of this company when you are doing more than one business. None of the top money earners do more than one business. You can try, you really can try, but it's not going to get you anywhere. So if your goal is to be a diamond or above in this business, I highly encourage you to focus drop what other businesses you're doing and focus on it works, or focus on whatever business you are in, okay? Because when you give that business 110%, that's when you're going to be successful. Now, I'm talking about network marketing companies in particular. If you are a photographer and you're in this business and you're in network marketing, that's different. If you are a wedding planner and you're in network marketing, that's different. But if you are trying to do it works and sell purses and sell makeup and sell jewelry and sell anything else, you need to knock it off and you need to focus, okay? You can't go out there and have all these millions of different gigs and think that you are going to be successful. A window cleaning company, that's fantastic. You are a business owner. I'm talking specifically about people that are doing network marketing and another network marketing company or direct sales company on the side. And I personally feel so passionately about this that I will not support someone if they are doing more than one business. I do have friends that are in multiple different direct sales and network marketing companies, and they're not in them to get the discount. They're in them to actually work the business, and I won't support them because I want to support somebody who's doing that one business 110% to support their family. Now, that's just my personal beliefs. So, yeah, if you have a dog kennel, that's fantastic. That is a separate business on the side. I'm talking specifically about network marketing businesses. But if you are going to do something, do it 110%. Or you're not going to get there, okay? So that's the gig mindset. That's the first thing you need to give up. The second thing is the constant need to be inspired. Inspiration doesn't come from quotes, posts, or books. It comes from within. If your work doesn't inspire and motivate you, you're in the wrong line of work. Inspiration does not come from your team page. It should a little bit, but that shouldn't be the heart of it. It doesn't come from periscopes. It doesn't come from watching John Eric training videos. Inspiration comes from within. So this is what I told my team earlier. I said, I don't want to coach somebody who's going to constantly come to me whining and complaining that somebody else told them no. I want to coach somebody who's going to come to me and they're going to say, okay, what do I do next? Because I know that when I'm working with that person that can get over those hurdles and that's professional enough to do the homework that I've given them and then come back and say, what do I do next? I know that that's a person that's going to succeed. That's what we're here for as a sponsor. We're here to be an encouragement to you, and we are here to answer your questions, and we are here to say, you know what, somebody told you no, they called you a bad name on Facebook, they called you a fraud, whatever it may be, and that is really unfortunate, but it's happened to all of us. Let's get up, put on our big girl panties, and get back to work, okay? So it's okay to do that every now and then, but if I were to go to my upline every single time somebody told me no and say, I'm so disappointed somebody else told me no, I don't think I can go on in this business anymore, I just can't take it anymore, people keep rejecting me, I feel like I'm a failure, that is a personal development problem. You need to pick up some good books, you need to do some personal development, you need to grow yourself so that you have rhino skin so that you can actually make it to the top of this company or whatever business you're in so that you can personally be successful, because if you are going to be listening to all of those naysayers around you, you're never going to be successful because they are not going to believe in you. They don't believe in this business model. They don't believe in your dreams, but you know what? They're not paying your bills either. If your upline rarely answers when you're asking for help, then you need to reach up and up and up. And there are plenty of people who have gone to the very top of this company without their upline support. So just know that you can do it. There's third-party resources like this that you can plug into that are going to be teaching and training and encouragement for you. So, but if you are not inspired, if you don't wake up in the morning just excited to go change lives, you need to do some personal development, okay? You need to work on being inspired. And I'm not saying that I wake up inspired every single day. I go through periods that I'm totally in a funk. And I've had, and you know, during those times, I've had to reach out. Don't get into a funk and then just sit around and wait for somebody to contact you. If you are in a funk, you need to reach out to your upline, put something on your team page and just say, hey, you know what, guys? I'm going to be real with you. I am having a really bad week. I could really use some love. I've had this happen, this happen, this happen. because life happens, but you can't stay there. And if you don't reach out for help, nobody else knows what you're going through. So you need to reach out and you need to say, hey, I need some encouragement. And we are here to encourage. We're here to love. We're here to re-inspire. But work on your inner inspiration. And when you really are in a funk, reach out to those people who are going to really help you get out of that funk. Okay? The next thing is desperately seeking attention and calling it personal branding. I love this one. That's so good. Create a why board in addition to a dream board. That's so good. Okay. Desperately seeking attention and calling it personal branding. How many of you do that? There's a very good reason why there's this author. His name is Dan Schwabel, I believe. There's a very good reason why Dan Schwabel's personal branding book was called Me 2.0, because that's what it's all about. Me, me, me. Truth is, most of what you do online serves just one purpose, to get attention and make you feel important. Unfortunately, it's remarkably destructive. How many of you use your social media profiles to draw attention to yourself? You should be investing in other people, okay? So if your profile, if your Instagram, if your Facebook is not investing in other people, if it's all about you, it should be about you a little bit, but you should be there to inspire other people, because you inspiring them is what's going to bring them into your business. Because they are so uninspired by everything else in this world does not bring people inspiration. So they're going to be looking to you for their inspiration. So if your Facebook or your Instagram is inspiring to them, you're sewing into them in a way that nobody else can reach them. And that's what's going to ultimately have them join your team. Yeah, Nikki Boyles is amazing. You guys aren't following her, you need to follow her, because that's some inspiration right there. Love you, Nikki. Okay, next thing is being entitled. You guys, this one is huge. When you believe you deserve things you didn't work for, or are jealous of what others have, that's entitlement behavior. It means your ego is out of sync with reality. The same is true of magical or wishful thinking. It's childish and toxic. Grow up and face the real world. Not my words, but I love them. Okay? How many of you are in this business and you're like, well, my upline didn't give me a loyal customer. My upline didn't give me a distributor. My upline didn't build me to Ruby. Nobody gave me anything. And I'm a presidential diamond, top 150 money earner. Nikki is in the exact same boat. And we did it without help. So if you're sitting there and you're thinking, well, my distributors on my team aren't working. My loyal customers stopped ordering. Guys, that's why we do our steps to success every single month. You go find 4 new people that want to be loyal customers and 3 people that want to join your team every single month. Hi Melissa, love you. Don't complain. Nobody's here to build your business for you but you. BYOB, build your own business. Okay? Don't complain. That's entitlement. If you want to be treated like a leader, you need to act like a leader. If you want to be treated like a leader, you better have a team to lead. And you know what? You don't have to be, you could be an executive and be a leader. If you have 1 person on your team, you're a leader, but you need to act like a leader. So if you want to be recognized by your upline, if you want to be recognized by your team page as a leader, why don't you get out there and lead? Why don't you go post some inspirational stuff? Why don't you go make some videos that are going to be encouraging? Why don't you go answer questions on there when people have them? Because that is what's going to make, that's what makes you a leader. Don't feel, I have people on my team that are diamonds, double diamonds, triple diamonds that are less of a leader than some of my rubies. And that is just the truth, because just because you have a rank does not mean you're a leader. It just means you're a title holder, and that means nothing. Dress for the job you want, not for the job you have. Yes, absolutely. That's why I put on my Superwoman cape every once in a while, because I want to be Superwoman. So, you know. Okay, back to the next one. Next one is slacking off and calling it work. This is so good. It's one thing to have hobbies or enjoy some downtime, which we all need to do. It's another thing entirely to waste your time on a bunch of nonsense and call it work. Personal blogging, YouTube, Facebook, online networking. Quit wasting time on stuff that doesn't matter and focus on what does. Don't be a slacker. Okay, you guys, personal blogging, that can definitely be business building. YouTube, Facebook, online networking, that is all business building. However, some people take it to an extreme and they do way too much of it and they call it work. It's not work. It's a hobby. It's an extracurricular activity. What builds our business? Talking to people. Okay, so if you are doing a personal blog, doing your YouTube channel, doing, this, you're periscoping, you're Facebooking, you're Instagramming, whatever, and you're not actually connecting with people and talking to them, you're not working your business. You're making yourself feel better. Okay? So, don't slack off and call it work. It's not work. 10 hours a day of training videos is not income producing activities. Right. That is why we have ratios. So, when you are brand new in this business, it should be about 50% learning and personal development, 50% talking to people. Then as you start to build your team, we're going to go to the third, one third personal development and training, 1/3 coaching your team, 1/3 reaching out to new people. And if you, at different stages of your business, it's going to be a different ratio. It's always going to be different. And you know what? Every day is going to look completely different. You're going to have days that you do 0 personal development and you do all training. And you're going to have days that you do no training and you do all recruiting. And you're going to have days that you do no recruiting and you do all training and personal development. That's okay. Every day can look different, but it's important that you are balancing your business and you're not just training. Because you can organize your office till it's absolutely perfect. You can watch 1,000,000 hours of YouTube videos and inspirational videos and back office videos and periscopes and everything. And if you're not talking to people, that was a total waste of time because you're not talking to anybody. You're not sharing with anybody what you've learned. And ultimately that won't build your business. So you need to get over your fear. I know that a lot of people will train because they're afraid to go talk to people. You need to get over your fear and you need to go do it. Okay. This is another one. Buying everything in sight. Everyone is obsessed with tech gadgets, apps, health and fitness, and productivity. Guess what? The more time and money you spend accumulating stuff, the more it controls you and the less time and money you have for things that really matter. If you don't know what that is, you definitely have a problem. I'm so guilty of this, you guys. I don't buy everything in sight, but the couple of things that I do have, I'm like seriously, like my iPhone, my MacBook, oh my gosh. I need somebody to teach me how to use them. And maybe, I guess I don't spend hours and hours learning how to use them, but I really should so that I could be more productive on them. But how many people do you know that just go out there and buy every new gadget because they want to be within crowd? And then they spend hours and hours and hours playing with that gadget, figuring out how to use it, figuring out, how to be fancy, when being fancy is not going to grow your business. I don't even own an iPad, you guys, and I've been totally teased about that forever, but it's not something that I feel like I need. And yes, everybody in the world has an iPad, and yes, I could go out and buy one with a small portion of my paycheck, but I don't need it, and I don't need one to feel like I'm special either. So don't waste your money. It's not going to help you. It's not going to help you build wealth, okay? Another thing is following dumb fads. Whether it's emotional intelligence, seven habits, a 4-hour work week, a miracle diet, or supplements, somebody's dumb morning routine, or the secret to success. If somebody is making money off you by making you their follower, you deserve exactly what you get out of it. Nothing. Okay, there are lots and lots and lots of good personal development books out there. There's lots of good people out there that you should follow. But you guys, you do not need to be spending money on stuff other than books, okay? If you're spending money for online coaching, you don't need to do that. If you're a top money earner in a company, that's a little bit different. If you're going to spend some money to, invest in maybe a personal coach that you feel like you need, that's a little bit different, but it's completely not needed, okay? Buy your books. You can get them off of Amazon for like $2. I like to do the e-readers a lot, or the audiobooks. But if you are spending money to follow somebody's, follow them online or subscribe to their emails or whatever, there is so much out there. And this company in particular offers us more training than you could ever imagine for free. Don't ever pay for it, okay? Except for the 100-day social media adventure, because that is completely worth the $100. That will totally transform your social media business. Okay, yes, or go to the library. Library's free. So for those people who are like, I need to do these personal development books so I can grow myself, so I can grow my business, library's free. Go there. Okay, being a cause junkie. That's the next thing, being a cause junkie. If you really want to make a difference, find what you're passionate about and work hard to become great at that. If you're successful, then you'll make tons of money you can use to help your causes. Until you do that, you're not doing anyone any good, least of all yourself. And I completely agree with this because I feel like we do need to find, one or two things that we're completely passionate about. Don't stretch yourself so thin that you are not investing anything quality anywhere. Because I'm very passionate about human trafficking. So I sow a lot of time and a lot of money into fighting human trafficking. And I have very specifically chosen an organization that I sow heavily into because I believe in their work. And I know exactly what they're doing, and I know the girls that are being rescued. Okay, so that's what I personally do. But if you don't know what you're passionate about, how are you going to convey your passion to the world? And you're not going to have any heart really to drive you. And you're not going to have the funds because you're not going to be focused on what you're passionate about. So make that one of your whys. That's on my dream board, is being able to, sow more heavily into human trafficking always. Okay, so being a cause junkie. This is another one. Faking it till you make it. We're going to talk about this one both sides of this, okay? Success in business is about building your relationships and your reputation. It's about gaining credibility by meeting your commitments and achieving your goals. Your actions are your brand. If you run a business, your product is your brand. Faking it is nothing but bad acting. Okay, I agree with this, but I've also said I faked it till I made it in this business, but not without becoming a professional along the way. Okay, so you can't just fake your way to the top. That does not work. But when you're first starting in this business and you know nothing, I want you to fake your confidence. That's the only thing I say to fake. You need to become a professional. You need to become proficient. You need to learn about the product, learn about the business. You can't be an airhead and go to the top, okay? You can try, but just having a pretty face won't get you very far, okay? So fake your confidence. I have a lot of my girls that will sign on, and I believe so much in them that they assume that confidence and go out and talk to people, okay? And that is what I call fake it till you make it, because they're not confident in themselves yet, but as they build their business, they become more and more confident. So when you are out blitzing, I want you to pretend like you're an ambassador diamond, okay? I want you to just walk into a store and walk up to somebody and just be like, hey, have you ever tried that crazy wrap thing? And you say it like with such enthusiasm because you know 110% that you're an ambassador diamond, right? You're not faking any information, you're faking your confidence, because you don't have the confidence of an ambassador diamond, you have the confidence of a brand new distributor. And that's okay, because everybody starts there. But as you go out and about and you're talking to people, you need to pretend that you have the confidence that nobody can tear you down. And so faking it till you make it, I agree with that. In the confidence aspect, I don't agree, so just, yes. Build your business, become a professional, but fake your confidence, okay? Because we all need to fake our confidence sometimes. Okay, the last one is trying to be anyone but the genuine you. Hold on, I have to reestablish my phone. Just a second. Okay, trying to be anyone but the genuine you. We live in a world of value. I can't even say this word, you guys. Facades. It's facades. I always read it wrong. We live in a world of virtual facades. Hey, Tiana, how are you? I miss you, girl. Personas that reflect how we want to be perceived, not who we really are. That's no way to live, and it's no way to be successful or happy. Instead of trying to be what you're not, try becoming the best version of you. The world doesn't need more avatars. The world needs more you. Now, if we can just get you folks to leave all this toxic behavior in the past, that'll be one less thing for me to worry about in 2016. Besides, then I'll get to move on to some more stimulating topics. Wouldn't that be nice? I love this article, and I love that the way he thinks. But I thought that this was so important, you guys. You need to be the best version of you. I don't want you to look at everybody else in the company and compare yourself and say, oh, well, I want to be Jeree Caneller. Oh, well, I want to be Jade Hooper. Oh, well, I want to be Nikki Boyles. Oh, well, I want to be Barbara Bozer, you know? And you need to be you. Don't look at how everybody else runs their business. Look at how you run your business, because you know what? You bring value to people. You have value within you. You were made for more. Now you need to figure out what you're passionate about. You need to focus on that. I tried to be my upline and it wasn't me. No, you cannot be your upline. You cannot, if you're trying to build your business on Instagram and you're trying to post things that you're passionate about, you have to focus on what you're passionate about, not what your upline is passionate about, not what your downline is passionate about, not what people tell you is popular. If you don't love makeup, don't post about makeup. If you love the outdoors, post about the outdoors. If you love monster trucks, post about monster trucks, because your excitement and your passion is going to come through in what you're posting. But if you don't know who you are, that's going to be one of your biggest hurdles for this business. So you need to figure out who you are, figure out what you're passionate about, and that is what's going to draw people to you, because you are going to draw people to you that have the same values, that have the same passion, that have the same vision, and then you're going to build a team of people just like yourself, and that is ultimately going to be so strong, okay? So just be genuine, be who you are, be the best version of you. Okay, you guys, so those are the 10 things. 10 things to leave behind in 2015. You are so welcome. 2016 is going to be huge, you guys, so focus. And yeah, that's my Periscope. So hope you guys enjoyed, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.